Hello, miracle workers! Welcome to another special episode of Unlocking Miracles, Januji's Guide to Life, Love, and Leadership. And for this episode, I have invited somebody special, close to my heart, somebody who is instrumental to my life transformation, especially during the pandemic. So he is a life coach. He helps CEOs, C-suite, and business owners grow their businesses by working in themselves through NLP life coaching with faster, deeper, and longer lasting impact than ever before. Interesting, right? No? So we'll learn more about that as we interview him here at Unlocking Miracles. Friends, help me welcome Coach Edwin Soriano.
Yay. Thank
Hi,
you. Thank you so much.
Coach.
Thank you
What are you
for
grateful
having
for today, Coach?
pardon?
What are you
Pakiulit.
grateful for today?
Am I grateful for a whole lot? I'm grateful for being in this podcast, reconnecting with you, Janice. I'm grateful for being able to get a haircut from and then may
Ooh.
reflection dun sa haircut kasi medyo na late ang aking barbero. I was judging him already. Yung pala, he needed compassion instead of judgment. So that's a lesson for me.
Wow.
I'm grateful for lessons. May biruan kami ng isa kong friend, si Jill Felix, na small experiences bring reflections. And may reflection, yun ang hiling namin sa isa't isa. I'm grateful that I'm this kind of person who seeks to learn and share what I learned. And so many things to be grateful for my wife who's in our room cuddling with our cats, one of our 7 cats. So many things to be grateful for.
Thank you for sharing. 7 cats. Wow. Parang
Yes.
hindi 7 yan dati, ah.
Oo nga.
Duma
Ayun.
dumami
Dumami
na
ng
sila.
yes, yes. Yeah, there's
Yan.
so much to love about life.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know Coach Edwin is a very busy man, and I'm so grateful that he took his time off to be with us here in Unlocking Miracles to share one of his favorite miracle stories. No? So for those
Yeah.
who are first time here at Unlocking Miracles, probably they don't know what this podcast is all about. So this podcast uh, was established, or I started this last year during my birthday, my 40 43rd birthday. Age reveal naman. And I want to share more inspiration to people, exchanges of miracles, because I do believe everybody has a miracle story to share. And as we do that, we spread positivity and encouragement to more people. And hindi lang tayo local, we are global, di ba? So that's an opportunity for us to reach out to more people. And so kami ni Coach Edwin, ilang years na tayo? 10 years na tayo magkakilala, tama ba?
10 years na ba? 10 years?
More than
2014 ba yung
2013 tayo, we started meeting
13?
2013.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
then we reconnected prior to the pandemic, and then we became friends and talagang katrabaho during the time of pandemic when he established the Rise Up 5 a.m. community. Was really helpful. And also, yan, I'm a graduate of his program called Skyrocket. So I'm a
Skyrocket.
Rocketeer.
Yay.
Ayan. So, yan. Kaya ang dami namin pinagsamahan ni Coach. And ngayon, medyo hindi na ako masyadong updated sa mga ganap sa buhay ni Coach. Kaya, what's with you up lately, Coach? Ano bang pinagkakabisihan mo lately? Yan, keep us
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I'm enjoying the journey. I'm enjourning. Parang ganun. I'm enjoying
journeying.
the
Wow.
journey of entrepreneurship because this year I went into a course that helped me fix our business finances, and complementing that was also a journey in learning how to sell more, sell better, sell more, so that I can put our services out there more and more. So it's an exciting journey with its ups and downs. So very specifically, I have a program called Quality Mind, which is a license from Australia. It's a mental fitness program. Kung merong fitness program for your body or for your weight or for your health, meron ding mental fitness program. And the one that I have is called Quality Mind. That's number one. Number two is I continue to do one-on-one coaching. Uh, Ngayon ako napuno. As in, my schedule is full with one-on-one coaching, and I think I'll probably need to start putting a waiting list for my one-on-one coaching. So that by itself is an exciting milestone in my career to need to create a waiting list for one-on-one coaching. And then third is the new version of Skyrocket. So that's what we are putting together these days. And very exciting kasi yung impact that you and I experienced in Skyrocket na face-to-face, were 8 or 10 or 12 of as participants in the class. We're creating a similar impact in Zoom, and on a one-on-one basis for now, and then later on a group basis. And it's very exciting to see how people are transforming their lives through with the help of coaching. So those are some of the things that I'm excited.
Beautiful. Wow, ang daming
Yeah.
ganap ni Coach. Ayan. Nakakapagpahinga ka pa ba, Coach, niyan? I could only imagine. So see you
Yes.
going to Baguio often eh. How often do you go to Baguio?
Yeah, that's also one of the things. Yes, that's one of the things that I'm learning. Right. Dali ha, let me check if I can improve my
Medyo
internet
ano
connection.
yung
Hold on.
internet natin.
Yeah, okay. Sige.
Yan, good na, good.
Ah,
Ayun, na ano ulit, naghang si Coach. So, ang ganda actually yung ganda nung shinare ni Coach about, ayan, naka-peace siya, peace sign. Ayan, peace sign. Coach, are you back?
Okay, I'm back. I just switched on
Okay.
internet. Okay. Yeah.
How
Yun.
often do you go to Baguio?
I do my best to visit every other month or even more often when I can. So it's my father and two of my brothers in Baguio. Me and my wife are based here in Taguig. I learned recently na for me, simple lang ang 4 or 5 hour biyahe. I learned recently na for my wife, it isn't simple pala. So, para mas ma-appreciate ko yun, I tried to imagine what would have happened if I were married to somebody from Bicol, and that dun sa taong yun, normal lang sa kanya ang 12-hour trip. Ako, I would I would feel stressed with a 12-hour trip. So that's how I recently learned my wife isn't as hindi kasing dali for my wife to join me in trips to Baguio.
I
Yun,
see.
things we're doing along the way.
Yeah. Okay, let's get it started by sharing, Coach, what are 2 to 3 of your favorite miracle stories in your life?
Sige. Siguro I'll start with I'll go for 3 stories.
Okay.
The third being my own story, and then the first two being ito yung mga some of the things that came to mind, first things that came to mind. So, the first one is once upon a time, si Janice attended some of our earlier programs, either Find Your Happy or Relationships seminar or relationships masterclass. Both Janice and her husband were part of that. No? In one of those seminars, so those were public seminars. I would announce and prepare a run of a seminar. Sometimes it's a half-day seminar, sometimes it's a whole day. And this story happened for one of the whole day seminars. So we met in the morning, and then I did some group coaching for the group. Right before they went out for lunch, there was an activity where our participants would imagine having a conversation with a loved one that they wanted to understand better. Okay, a loved one that they wanted to understand better. The other way of saying that is yung mga loved ones mo na kinaiinisan mo, kinagagalitan mo, ganyan. So that happened before lunch. She was able to have her own experience of imagining, visualizing a conversation with a loved one. When they came back after lunch, she started to share. She raised her hand and she said, Coach Edwin, pwede ba ako mag-share? And then this is the story she shared. She shared that yung kanyang loved one, her J activity, ang tawag namin dun sa activity na yun. Her J was her ex-boyfriend who ghosted her 3 years prior. And ano siya, seafarer yung lalaki. And then siya, nandito siya. You can probably imagine a girlfriend here in the Philippines. Tapos biglang wala nang contact sa kanya yung seafarer boyfriend niya. And you can imagine how difficult that was for a girlfriend to not know what happened. Anong nangyari? Anong ginawa ko? Or is he safe? Is he okay? Etc. Etc. Tapos, so 3 years na since nag-ghost siya. And right before lunch, it was her seafarer ex-boyfriend. Considered ng ex-boyfriend kasi wala eh. Wala na for 3 years na eh. In that conversation, she forgave the ex-boyfriend. That happened before lunch. And nung nag-lunch sila, some miracle happened. I consider it a miracle. For that her phone, may nag-message sa phone niya. Pagtingin niya sa message, can anybody guess kung sino yung nag-message sa kanya? Can you guess, Janice?
Yung ex niya.
Yung ex niya who's traveling on another corner of the world.
Wow.
And for some strange reason, after 3 years of zero communication, right after she forgave her boyfriend, nag-text yung or nag-message yung boyfriend niya, ex-boyfriend. So this is what she shares after lunch. No? She comes back to the seminar and then she shares that experience. And to me, that's a miracle. Na parang something is happening here in Makati and somewhere in Panama Canal or in the Pacific or the Atlantic Ocean or in Antarctica, somebody else's heart was tugged, tinapik ng something that was happening in Makati in the heart of a girl who was ready to forgive. So things like these make me inspired to know that kung ano yung pagbabago sa sarili ko, may ibang tao na apektuhan. And that's what I believe is happening. There's a higher connection between all of us. Yeah, I won't go into explaining what it is. I just know that this is true and that this can happen to us, and it does. And sometimes we don't know it. Yung actions natin are creating changes in other people as well. That's one story that I like sharing to people so that they know na, okay, work on yourself, yun muna. And then yung ibang tao, they have their own work that they need to do on themselves. So, yun. May isa akong kliyente, sabi niya, Coach, hindi pa kami nag-start mag-coaching and he decided that he will come in coaching. Tapos sinasabi niya, Coach Edwin, ano ba to? Yung mga pamangkin ko, gusto ko na yung tulungan. Gusto kong makapag-coaching sila. Sabi ko sa kanya, ikaw muna. Ikaw muna. Diyan tayo mag-umpisa. Dahil yung mga pagbabago sa iyo, sabi ko dun sa client, that's what will bless your pamangkins when they see how you are different, how you've grown. That by itself will be a blessing to your pamangkins. That's story, ayan. That's story number 1.5. The second story has to do in some way with Skyrocket. You know, yung mga ginagawa natin sa Skyrocket, I reserved many of those activities for Skyrocket, and more recently, I've been doing it for some of my one-on-one coaching clients. And one of my clients at the start of ang engagement ko with many of my one-on-one coaching clients are 3 months na. Okay, so that's 12 weeks. That's around 12 weeks. At the start of the 12 weeks, he declared that he wanted to open a restaurant at the start of a 12-week program. Okay. So, okay, sige, nag-declare siya on day one. And then we went through coaching, and in coaching, I helped the client identify their blockages, their baggages, things that are holding them back. And what we do in coaching, in each session, we help the person address things that are holding them back. And it's a matter of letting go, accepting, seeing a different perspective, seeing things from another person's point of view, and experiencing and healing, a lot of healing. So all those things happened in the next 6, 7. On the 8th week, my client is sharing na yung team niya, iba na yung feedback na sinasabi sa kanya dahil nagbago na siya, mas magaan katrabaho yung client ko, etc. And then as an aside lang, as in side note lang, sabi niya, o nga tapos yung contractor ko 2 weeks na lang daw makakapag-open na daw ng restaurant. So he's describing this as if it was just all in a day's work. Sabi ko, sandali. Jesse, don't you realize na yung restaurant na magbubukas in 2 weeks, 2 months ago, 2 months prior, wala pa yan. Wala pa yung location, wala pa yung menu, wala pa yung tao, wala pa yung anything. And now, 2 months later, you're saying, magbubukas na kayo. And napaisip siya. And then he goes, oo nga, no? and and that's what happens. I consider that a miracle because what happened is he worked on himself. He worked within him, and the goals that he had in mind, probably goals that he had wanted to go for so many years na, nagfulfill na lang more naturally because the things that have been holding him back have been addressed. And I don't know about your audience, Janice. Of course, dumaan na tayo sa mga coaching. So marami na rin na-address. But right here, right now, as the audience is listening to this story, I can imagine you thinking about, I can imagine the audience thinking about, ano nga ba yung things that are holding me back? And then you start to think, I'll invite you, our listener, to start to think, how long have these things been holding me back? And when you think about it, whatever age you're at now, whether you're 30, 40, 50, maybe you're a breadwinner and for a long time you've been just sinisipag at saga mo, and yet para yung Jack Canfield has this metaphor of para kang naka-gas pedal sa kotse, no? You're pressing on the gas na sige, sipag at saga. Yung pala pagtingin mo, naka-on pala yung handbrakes mo. Kaya pala nahihirapan ka, or kaya pala nasanay ka na lang sa sipag at tiyaga. Of course, all that is good, no? Sipag at tiyaga. And then you realize that there's another person that I was speaking to who akala niya sa buong buhay niya normal lang yung sleep patterns niya after he got a CPAP. Ayan, syempre familiar si Ives at si Janice dito. He realized na for 20 or 30 years pala, yung level of energy pala niya is lower pala than he could have had if he was sleeping better. So I feel that many people go on in life thinking na their life as it is today okay na yan. Normal yan. That's how it is. Not knowing na nakataas pala yung handbrake nila. Merong mga pumipigil sa inyo. And whatever it is, maybe it is the fear of being judged, the fear of being left behind, ayun, the fear na kung mahina ako, paano na yung mga tao na nakasalalay sa akin? People who are, there's this one lady who is the helper in their family. Siya palagi yung tumutulong, tulong, tulong. And the problem with people who keep helping is they forget to ask for help.
I do agree with that, coach. Ako rin, I struggle with asking for help.
Yeah.
Kasi lalo na pag na-program ka na service-oriented ka, giver ka, no, parang hindi natural sa'yo yung humingi ng tulong. Pero
Yes.
nakakagaan pala ng buhay
Yep.
pagka humingi ka ng tulong. And if you allow yourself to be helped by others. No,
Um,
that's my journey lately actually when I had a series of mga sakit-sakit na
mm.
hindi pala ako superwoman, pwede pala ako magpahinga, pwede pala ako
Pwede pala, no?
enjoy
Yeah.
ko pala yung gift of rest, 'di ba? Kasi
Gift of
it
yes.
is something essential para mas makaserve ka pa lalo in the future.
Absolutely.
I recall lang, coach, kung naalala mo yung quote natin nun, nung sa relationship masters.
Yeah.
I still recall this and hold this to my heart. Yung in relation to sa mga kunento mo, yung what you resist, persist.
Yes.
And what
Yes.
you embrace is grace. O, di ba?
Yeah. Ganda. Oh, parang
Di ba?
parang instant lang yata nangyari yun. The second part, what you embrace is grace. Yeah, that came out so naturally. Yeah, yeah. And whatever that means to you, Janice, or whatever that means to our audience, yeah, there's so many things that we resist, yung nilalabanan natin. Ako, I'm learning recently na ayaw ko pala na sinisita ako. And my wife helped me learn that. Yung annoyance ko of being called out, na bigyan ng feedback na there are better ways of doing things, or in other words, mali yung ginagawa mo, Edwin. Yun, I'm learning that. And yeah, if I resist that, yun that's how you'll know where you need to grow. Yung mga things na nire-resist mo, hindi, ganito ako eh. Hindi, yan ang paninindigan ko eh. Okay, sige, yan ang paninindigan mo. Maybe it's helping you at some level, and yet it is the same thing that is holding you back from going to your next level.
Yeah. Beautiful. So mga nanonood sa atin ngayon, what are you getting? Type in the comment section para at least we would also know if you're learning from this conversation, this sharing of Coach Edwin.
Yes,
Yeah.
and when they do comment, no, yung audience mo, when they do comment, I'd love to interact with your audience. So, tag nyo ako pag nagko-comment kayo dito sa post na to. So,
Yan.
I'd like to wrap up with, yeah, this is a fairly recent miracle. I'll call it a miracle because it's when we learn about ourselves, that creates ripples of transformation, not just within us. It will overflow to other people. So I was thinking of one or two personal stories of miracles. Siguro I'll just share the siguro I'll share briefly one story. Hindi ko na ikukwento lahat. Syempre alam to ni Janice and your audience. I'll just give you the short version of it. Once upon a time, I was married to my college sweetheart. We were in a relationship for 13 years. And then she said goodbye. And married na kami nung time na yon. And then she said goodbye. So ako, my perception of myself is ang bait-bait kong tao, ang gwapo-gwapo ko pa, ba't mo ko iiwan, 'di ba? Parang, ha? Tanga ka ba? Hindi ko naman sinabi yun. Kasi wala sa identity ko yon na magsabi na tanga ka ba, pero siguro baka nasa isip ko yun. At anyway, and that journey, that heartbreak brought me to personal development. In fact, that brought me to my first seminar, my first coaching experience, my first major personal development realizations, etc., etc. And I back then I was doing all these because I wanted to earn back the love of my wife at that time. And she told me a message which more recently I've started to realize na it sounds like one of the biggest messages that I got through that experience was through my ex-wife, in fact. And she told me, Edwin, yes, nagsosong and dance number ka trying to learn something new so that you can improve yourself. And she knew back then that I was doing it because I wanted to earn back her love. And she told me, Edwin, whatever it is you learn and about yourself and develop within yourself, do it for you. Do it for you. And kung sino man yung mamahalin mo as a better person, when you become that better person and kung sino man yung mamahalin mo, do it for that person. Not necessarily her daw at that time. And ganun na nga yung kinalabasan. And what an impact that had. Maybe not at that time, but in retrospect, wow. So the work that I do today, yes, I'm working on myself, and yet it gives me the honor, I'm in a position to help other people. And that is complemented by how I've worked on myself. So thank you to my ex-wife for helping push me through into this journey of personal development. In closing lang, Janice, ayun, it's an ever-evolving journey of self-realization. I'll keep this story short. Medyo may pagka-origin story ito kung bakit ako napunta dito sa life coaching. Ba't nga ba ako nagla-life coaching? Why do I want to be this good person, an image of a good person image, no? Why do I want to help people? And it dates back to an experience that I had in my childhood as a 6-year-old kid. I'm the youngest among 4 kids. And as a bunso, hindi ko alam kung makaka-relate ka dito, baka hindi eh. Kasi ako bilang bunso, palagi akong sinisita. Sound familiar? Palagi akong sinisita. I'm the one told na, oh, bawal dyan. You can't be there. Don't do that. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep still. Keep quiet, etc. etc. And sa ganun pa ulit-ulit, it got into my system. And one day, magkakasama kami magpipinsan. And then, in one incident in the afternoon, buong araw akong sinisita. And then one incident in the afternoon, parang yung thumb mo. Ayan. Ako, yung pakita mo sa audience. Yeah. Okay. Ako, my index finger naman, I dipped it in a batter na panggawa sana ng hotcake. Ginanon ko, tapos tinikman ko. Tapos doon, everybody rained down on me as if, uy, ang laki-laki ng kasalanan ko. That's how it felt to me as a 6-year-old child. So I run to my room, and then I was crying for the rest of the afternoon. I was waiting for my parents to arrive. And when they finally arrived, they came to me, and then feeling ko isa lang naman gusto ko marinig sa kanila. That they came to me and they investigated ano nga ba nangyari, bakit umiiyak si Bunso. At pagbalik nila, sabi nila, in essence, or the way I felt about whatever it is that they said, the way I felt was, feeling ko sinabi nilang, Edwin, mali ka naman talaga. That's how it felt like to me. Fast forward 40 years later, here I am with my father. I've learned through the years na my father pala has his own insecurities. And one of his insecurities more recently, medyo nag-reversal na rin ng roles. Sometimes kami na as adult sons, sometimes kami na yung nangangaral sa father ko who is 85 years old, teaching him new ways of thinking or acting, ibig sabihin behaving in public, in ano. And then sometimes my father would just keep quiet kasi feeling niya yung nasa isip niya baka hindi tanggapin ng anak sons niya or baka pagsabihan yung father ko na ganito or ganyan. So I noticed that he'd keep quiet. So around 5 years ago, I've learned to say these words to my father, and I'd love to share it with your audience, everybody who's listening. Consider saying these words to your loved ones in general. And this is what I tell my father. I tell him, Dad, kahit na anong gawin mo, anything you do or you don't do, anything that you say or not say, anything of those, walang makakapag-diminish ng love ko para sa inyo. I'll say that again in the usual way that I say it. I'll tell my dad, no matter what you say or not say, no matter what you do or not do, nothing will diminish my love for you. Nagko-quote na siya, nagro-rhyme na siya.
Beautiful. Para siyang kanta.
Parang kanta, no? Ulitin natin. No matter what you say or do, no matter what you, hindi, ulit. No matter what you say or
Say
not
or
say,
not say.
no matter what you do or
Do
not
or
do,
not do.
nothing will diminish my love for you.
Beautiful.
And I've learned to say that to my father more recently. And when he gets reminded of that, he's delighted kasi ibig sabihin, okay, sige, pwede ko na palang sabihin yung iniisip ko kanina pa. And he'd say what he wants to say. And it's like being given permission to be yourself. So recently, around 3 weeks ago, as I was in a coaching session and I shared some of these stories to one of my clients who by herself was having breakthroughs, I realized, OMG, ako mismo nagbe-breakthrough ako because I realized that this line that I've been telling my father in the past 5 years is exactly what I needed to hear as a child. Na Edwin, with all your kakulitan and your mischief, mahal pa rin kita. And it's a full circle for me, and so much love and trials even and struggles. I've gone through so much struggles to come to this full circle, and that's what I do as a life coach. I remind people that, hey, there is a way to rise up from your difficulties and struggles dahil nandiyan pa rin ang pagmamahal. And no matter what mistakes you've made or struggles you're going through, I've got you. As a life coach, I've got you, and somebody up there has got you. And maybe I am an instrument to help you through. Thank you, Jans, for
Woohoo! Wow! That was so heartwarming. Thank you, Coach, for sharing that story. And sobrang authentic, di ba? Kasi hindi na siya story ng ibang tao. It's coming from his own experience. And I hope na-bless kayo with that story. So,
Thank
Coach,
you.
how can our viewers, listeners get in touch with you so that they can to experience what you do, your expertise? Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you so much. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and I'm missing one more. TikTok. TikTok ba? LinkedIn. Ayan. I like interacting with people on LinkedIn. So just search for me, Coach Edwin Soriano. And you'll find me on socials. Share my. I also have a newsletter, an email newsletter. So I send out powerful messages on Sundays and Wednesdays. So abangan nyo yan. I'd love to see you there. Yeah, I look forward to interacting with your audience, Janice, anybody who's watching this. Tag me in the comments of this post so that I can respond to you. Yeah, looking forward. Thank you so much for
Yay!
Janice.
Yay! I'm so happy yan. Kasi finally napagbigyan na tayo ni Coach Edwin na mag-guest dito sa show na to. And I'm sure if you're listening right now and you've been touched with the stories that Coach Edwin shared to you, huwag ka na mahiya. No? Reach out to him ASAP. O kung nahiya ka sa kanya, mag-reach out ka sa akin, i-connect ko kayong dalawa. Ayan.
Yes.
And recently din, magkasama na kami ni Coach Edwin sa network ng BNI. No?
Yes.
So, BNI Abundance, right?
Correct.
Tuwing kailan ang meeting ninyo?
Yes, BNI Abundance. BNI is a business network international, and we are business owners helping each other grow our business through referrals. And we meet on Friday mornings at 6:30 a.m. If you're interested, if you want to see how it works, if you want, ito na lang, there is a membership fee. And I can tell you right here, right now, yung membership fee ko, bumalik sa akin within 5 days being part of the organization. And it has come back to me many times fold, maybe 8 times, 10 times fold na yung membership fee ko. And so much that I'm learning. And I'd love to share that with you. Janice and I are very much involved in that organization. And yeah, send us a message and we'll help you get an experience of BNI.
Yes. So kung Friday si Coach, kami yung team naman namin is every Tuesday morning.
Mornings naman.
Tuesday morning kami sa BNI Star. And yeah, we have an upcoming event din, face-to-face, no? Kasi bumabalik na tayo sa mga face-to-face events, kaya very exciting kasi people are really looking forward to network ng face-to-face kasi mas feeling nila mas totoo yung connection na nabibuild kagad. Okay, that's it. Any final words, Coach Edwin, before we go?
Yeah. Talk to a friend. So this is the blessing for me, Janice. Yung mga nabuo nating quotes at the moment, it has unraveled because you've given me an opportunity to share this story. So maybe that's also my message for the audience. Go out and talk to a friend. Do it for yourself. Do it for your friend. And yeah, it's those connections that will help us heal through conversations. Thank you so much, Janice.
Yay! Thank you very much, Coach Edwin. Once again, please follow Coach Edwin in his social media accounts. I'm sure you will be blessed. And for those who are first time here in Unlocking Miracles, please do subscribe, rate, and follow this podcast so that you'll be notified for the next episodes. Thank you. God bless everyone. Let's continue to unlock more miracles in our lives and be a blessing to more people. Cheers and see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.